Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. Finally a vlog where we can get out eventing, and it was meant to be with Enzo. However, I have had to make the decision, or been fortunate enough I should say, to make the decision to switch him out for Banksy. I will explain that in due course as to why. However, I also wanted to say that we're saying goodbye to the Porsche today, and you'll also notice that there's another vehicle missing from our yard. So things that I have been alluring to over the past few months are finally coming into play. Obviously I can't say exactly everything just yet, and I hate to be that person that says that, but with the big vehicle gone, and I thought I'd gone really big then, it was just my reflection as opposed to the actual filming, but yeah, with the motorhome gone and the Porsche coming eventing with us today and meeting somebody that fingers crossed will be taking it home with them, it means that everything is finally falling into place. Back to eventing though. Banks was, as you well know, meant to be running at Portman a couple of months ago. I think that was mid-July or early July, and then he was also entered for Solihull last weekend, but with me knowing how much he detests firm ground and loves being an Irish bog pony, I did withdraw him from both of those. And then Enzo Ferrari was meant to be going to Chard yesterday. It's currently Sunday. Enzo was entered for Chard on the Saturday. However, post West Wilts and Launceston, he did have slight swelling in both back legs. He had a chiro treatment. He was completely sound. However, the swelling did last about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 days. The vets weren't too concerned, thankfully, and said just to monitor it. And monitor it I have. And yeah, I've just been a bit precious. I've gone, actually, just because he's younger doesn't mean I should do anything differently with him than I do Banksy. I wouldn't have run Banksy at West Wilts or Launceston, to be fair, because I am overly precious and I do know that he doesn't like hard ground. So actually going forwards with my gut, I will be doing exactly the same with Enzo. Like I say, just because he's younger doesn't mean I should treat him any differently. And yeah, I will be hopefully finding out that he likes muddy ground like Banksy in the not too distant future. But for now, he did also pull a sick note whilst I was away last week, and we're currently waiting for the farrier to come and refit shoe. So it is a good job he wasn't going, and I am very grateful to the team at Chard for being so very, very helpful and switching not only the classes and the horses but also the days, because I didn't get back till late on Friday night from filming a very busy week, which was really good fun but absolutely exhausting. Super long days, loads and loads of steps in every day, and lots of socialising. I think although I'm a very talkative person, like I love chatting and socialising, and yeah, it's not till you do it all day every day for a consecutive 5 days that you realise actually, when you are a conversational person, how exhausting it is. Anyway, Banks wants to have a pee in silence. Has he finished his brekkie? Yes, he has. I need to wake Robbie up because he's coming with me because he's driving the Porsche up. And yeah, then I need to skip him out, get Enzo hay net filled and get on the road. But yes, what I was leading to there was saying that I was very glad that I didn't have to get up early yesterday and go eventing, because they switched me to the Sunday, and the times that I have are very, what's the word I'm looking for? I said very 3 times to prep my brain for the word. Likeable, I'll just go with, because I'm not on till 2:10, which has meant I've had a leisurely start to this morning. It's currently about 7:45. As I said, they've had their breakfast, everything's loaded. I am sadly travelling up solo, but Robbie will be up there, hopefully, with a transfer of pennies into our bank account. And pennies, pounds. Yeah, also Gareth is very kindly coming to meet me up there. So yeah, I have got some company and it'll be good to see him. Haven't seen him for a few weeks since the Riding Club Champs. And he's going to meet me there just in time to walk the course. So I will see you when we get to that start box. Oh, I did come over here for a reason though. Can I show off my mud? We have had a lot of rain in the last 48, actually longer than that. When I was away Wednesday, Thursday, Rob kept the horses in overnight twice because he said the rain was absolute monsoon-like, which has meant mud has returned, and Em did compete up at Chard yesterday and she said the ground was absolutely fabulous, so at least I know it's definitely going to be good going for my numero uno and exactly how he likes his cross-country courses to be. Plot twist. I'm currently sat at the services, 20 odd minutes from home, waiting for my mummy. In effort of transparency, I was doing my utmost to be really jolly and positive and bubbly this morning, but I am feeling absolutely exhausted and a little bit under the weather. So I phoned my mummy and she's coming with me because I had a little blub. Don't know why, can't really explain it, just feeling, as I say, very, very tired, but determined to enjoy my day. Like I said, I've also withdrawn Banks from 2 events previously. The ground, fingers crossed, will be perfect for him, but it's also on a surface dressage and on a surface jumping, so at least I know I can go and do the first 2 phases, and yeah, maybe even just take each phase as it comes, because I wanted to be really excited about going eventing, and I'm trying my best to be excited, but I'm feeling quite, I don't know, overwhelmed, and I don't really know why. Can't really have the words to explain it. So Mummy's coming, have a good chin wag with Mummy and a good vent on the way up, and hopefully that will make me feel much more me-like. And yeah, I don't know. I feel all a bit peculiar. But yeah, I'm not gonna dwell or talk too much about why that is. I think it is changes, and life changes, and big things happening, and lots going on in my brain. Yeah, contracts, calculations, lots and lots and lots of stuff, which will all be such a big positive in the long run. But at present, I'm just finding it all a little mind-blowing, I think is the word. So I'm going to try my best to get into the zone, to focus on Banks and enjoy him and have the best day with him. And I think realistically as well, that's another good reason why it is Banks going, not Enzo, because if I was feeling like this, I know that I wouldn't be in the right frame of mind and have the right focus to do him the justice he deserves. However, Banksy Boo, I'm hoping together we can hold each other's hand and just have a fun day enjoying each other, because I am very lucky to have what I have, do what I do, and for him just to still be enjoying it so much. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. Mummy should be here in about 5 minutes, and I will let her take over the vlog and be far more positive and smiley and yeah, good vibes. Good vibes. We have arrived! We have Mummy on my right and Gareth on my left. And we're heading straight out to walk the course. I'm going to try and walk it without losing my hat or getting blown over. It is extremely windy, but also extremely muddy, which is what we like. Yeah, the ground is looking and feeling good. Not sure I hold up much hope for keeping our sub 30 dressage score in this wind though. Although I have noticed the flags aren't up, which is good.
And you can guarantee here, even if it's sunny at home, it will be cold.
Always a different climate here, isn't it? Although, fun fact, I've never actually competed here before. Never ever. So it's my first time. What are you doing? Mum's worn the wrong footwear. That's what the phone call last minute is. Yeah, she's like in white trainers. You're about to go cycling in the rain, you nutter. At least she got out of cycling. She was about to cycle to church in the rain, because she's bonkers. Right, anyway, I'm going to do a quick blitz of the course. We did have a bit of traffic on the way up, so I'm a little bit later than I anticipated being. And because I've never ridden here before, I really do want to focus on looking and knowing where I'm going, so probably not going to film it, unless one of my glamorous assistants steps in. Look who I've spotted finishing! Woo! Nice mud! All good? Yeah! Yeah, good.
The ground's amazing out there actually.
Ah, good. And nice clear?
Yeah.
Fab! Oh! Glad you're not in my section. Oh, fab. Well done. I can't believe it. It's been cut up so much. So lovely to see Alex as soon as we arrive as well, because that's made me feel far more positive. He's always full of so much, like, installs confidence and enthusiasm and positivity. He was like, Banks knows what he's doing, you know what you're doing, go and have fun. And that's what it's about, going and having fun. Oh, and this mud is making it all the more fun for my mindset. He's going to love that.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump that, hug the hedgerow, down, and then right hand turn to that. Through all this mud. Sit up, stay balanced. Mud is what we wished for. Filmed absolutely nothing, but here's a couple of my jumps. He hasn't been cameraman, we've been yapping. We've been catching up. I know, I'll be fine. Really just haven't shown much content for the vlog. Good old Equarilla here, thankfully, exactly. So hopefully you'll see it being ridden.
That'll come in time.
Water complex, which apparently is relatively new, but as I said, never ridden here before, so not seen it. And then a bee element out to the other side. Second to last, and the last in the middle. Actually going to be really naughty and not even walk up there. Table, second to last, middle one at the end, cross the finish line. Job Gideon. Right, let's go get ready for a blustery dressage. Okay, you know we've been saying about the wind. See right there? That's the roof of somebody's lorry that's just blown off and come flying towards us. Did you put parts of it in the stable?
Yeah, we put the siren there.
Put it all in the stable. Like laughing, but obviously not a good thing. Feel for them, but glad there's no injuries. And also, how calm he stayed, because it literally was
blowing around us.
Flying towards him and like landed over here. But yeah, the wind is a bit crazy. But thankfully he's relaxing. We're using our Equitrek as a windbreak. And he's relaxing, getting his chaff in him, having his massage pad on. While I get changed quickly, because all of a sudden we're running out of time, shock horror. Oh my god, I'm scared it's going to come this way again. How are they keeping that bit there secure? No. It doesn't look very secure. I wonder if we should move where... Oh, we don't really have time.
Has it got a red dot now?
Yeah.
Well, it was green.
It's not going to be green, right? If you keep hold of him, I'll get the stuff. I'm scared of everything blowing away. Like that. Oh, no. Yeah. Good boy. Right.
Go up that way.
Right, there's green button on my side, red button on hers. It's hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's odd. I think she just means it goes off. You
The
just
screen does, yeah.
Yeah, but you can film it if you want.
I'll do it on my phone as well.
Okay.
So I have left all of this warm-up footage that Mum captured quite raw, purely so you guys can see the elements that we were contending with. It was definitely by far the windiest event I've ever been at. But thankfully I was really pleased. Banksy kept his cool in the warm-up. On this right-hand side here, some of the banners and like advertising boards were making some funny like juddery vibration noises, which occasionally he spooked at, but I don't blame him. Like, it is off-putting and it is startling. What about phoned you too?
It's always
Rob?
cold as well.
Yeah. Hasn't phoned you?
No,
It's always
but he meant to phone me.
Well, if he can't find you or can't find us.
Right. I'll keep an eye out then.
Thanks. Yeah, definitely not going to be getting some 30 spare. So as you can hear from me leaving in all the natural sounds, the wind was even worse, I think, once we got into these arenas. And I nearly didn't have my trademark canter around the outside, but actually I'm really glad that I did, because I went up into the canter and he felt really responsive and happy, but with me and obliging. So yeah, we had a couple more laps of the arena And then I was like, have I missed the bell? Has she rung the bell? Did I hear the bell? So I stopped and asked, because, yeah, we had gone around the arena a couple of times, and she said no, she hadn't. And then literally just as we came down the side here, she did then ring it, and I was just really paranoid about missing it, just because I was, yeah, as you can tell from this vlog, my head wasn't really in it, and I was so paranoid about missing the bell. However, thankfully we hadn't, so we do enter down the centre line now. Look at his tail out behind him. Oh, he was such a good boy. So we tracked down the centre line and tracked left, for which we had a 7. And then straight away we changed the rein across the diagonal. You'll recognise this test, guys. We've done it a fair few times this year. We might not have evented much, but each time that we have evented, it's pretty much been this test. So we had a 7.5 for that change of rein on the diagonal. And then we come round and do our half 20-metre circle. Sorry, bless mum, we're a little bit out of shot there, but we regain it back to the middle of shot again here. So half 20 right, half 20 left, and then we skip up into the canter, which was actually a really nice transition, I thought. However, we did just get 2 7s for the circle and the canter, saying could be more fluent. And then on this circle, we had another 7 saying head nodding but well placed. And it's not very much canter in this test, you do go straight back down to trot, for which we had a 6.5, which says more fluency. Feeling it at the time, I thought it felt fine, lovely. Watching it back, I can see that it wasn't as balanced as it could have been. But I do think it was probably still fairly good as opposed to satisfactory. However, we move, we go up into the right canter, for which we had a 7. And then we have a 7.5 for the canter on this rein. You can see he's just a bit more stiller in the frame and up into the contact as opposed to bobbing along. Although we did get the marks of could be softer over back, but we will allow him to be tense in this hurricane. We then did the transition back down into trot, for which we had a 7.5 saying better this way. And then medium walk 7, fair steps. And then here for the free walk, will admit, didn't want to push it too much due to the wind, and yeah, played it safe. For a 7, promising stretch, show more suppleness of whole body. And then medium walk. Now we go from F back up into the medium, where you've got to be really careful not to trot when you pick up the contact, because quite often the experienced ones will anticipate going into trot. But we turn onto the centre line, where we just had the comment of nose wobble in medium walk. And then to me side on here, he does just look a little bit overbent coming to the end of the test. But we still had another 7, the same for our halt. And then for all of the collectives, we had 7s all the way down to saying fab partnership. Lots to like when consistently soft over back and pushing more from behind, brackets canter, will gain higher marks, well presented test. So it was a very quick turnaround between dressage and show jumping. I think I had 30 minutes between each phase, and the lorry park I was parked right at the top back part of it. So literally was a case of go up there, change tack, get on and go straight to the show jumping warm up. Yeah, I don't think I had that much footage of the show jumping warm up, to be fair, but here he is jumping the oxer very sweetly. And yeah, we pretty much then go straight in. So I will do a voiceover of my round. I didn't circle, and I wish I had. I don't feel like I had a good stroke, big enough canter into the first fence. So over the first 2, it was just a little bit wishy-washy. So as we turned on this corner, I was conscious of making sure I had the power through the corner, because I wanted to ride the 5 strides through that related distance, which we did nicely. However, then we were disunited on landing and in a bit of a pickle to turn and get to 5, but he still did a very good job of that. We then got a little deep to the first part of the double and did touch it. And then I was like, Tina, you need to be riding more forwards. Got a really nice shot over 7. Came around the corner to 8 and then just dropped him a bit. I could see I was over his shoulders, and then yeah, he just caught that back rail with his hind, even though we met it on a relatively decent stride, but then got over the last two beautifully, and actually I was really pleased with that round.
So I'm practicing my neck warmer up now, ready for the hood. Can you see that sky behind us? Yep, luckily she's left me this coat, which is keeping me warm, and we shall soon see if it keeps me dry. So we're just keeping the camera on until the bell goes.
Bless my darling mummy, she did very kindly do a little bit of chatting to the camera there, but unfortunately the wind was so loud you could not hear it. So I have included our first few fences, very kindly sent or filmed by Mum, and also sent in by some fabulous followers. Ooh, that's my vet bill pinging off in the background. So yeah, we just popped over one, then around to two. He was a little bit sticky at 3, 4, 5, 6, but then thankfully, as you will see from my equi-reel footage, we did get into a flow. But I will share all the other footage that I've kindly been sent first. It just is very, very, very windy.
Right at the end there. 12. There she goes, off down the hill.
Boy.
So I can't tell you your actual time. Oh, too quick Tina was.
Oh no! So, all clear was what you needed?
Yeah, annoyingly too fast, but he was so sticky over the first few when I was trying to go tentatively and cautious of the ground and in a nice rhythm. I ended up, I've just got to ride forwards. And I came around here, I was like, oh my god, I'm way too fast. So I tried to do a little zigzag before the last turn. So then I was like, oh my god, the finish line is literally 2 steps away. So there's not even time to slow up at all after the last turn. But yeah, I can't complain, he was good. And I don't, like, at the end of the day, we're not here to try and be in like the top 10 or the top. We had a pole. If we hadn't had a pole, and I should have paid more attention to my time. But yeah, no, I can't complain. I'm annoyed at myself because I should have gone slower, but we enjoyed it so. But you don't like it slow.
No.
Yeah, first, currently wild competitive attachment.
Hey, so thankfully my friend Sam is here with me, so we have a much more positive voiceover. Actually, that's a lie because I am more positive now I've seen it back.
You are positive, you should be.
Yeah, we just weren't that Well, we were positive over 1 and 2. 3 was where he really went sticky and was not trusting the ground.
I think the ground would have been super hard underneath that bit that's cutting up, so it might be a bit greasy for him.
Yeah, so it just moves under his feet.
Yeah.
And then he jumped this lovely, and then this next one is where he really looked, and I was like, oh, quite far out as well. I mean, if I say go, he goes, which is good, but just a bit tentative.
But I think how far along we are in the season, and you haven't had that many runs.
No, true. Poppy
Nice.
agrees. He's moaning in the background here. So this was a bit where we had to trot.
Where they make you.
He had to trot through where it was really deep, but I was like, well, I might as well just trot down the hill now. And then thankfully he still picked up and went bing! And then after that I was like, right, I need to move forwards now. And forwards we did. Yeah. But, yeah. Poppy, stop agreeing with us, darling. Yeah, no, this rode nice down through the bottom, and you can see he's jumping out of his stride. Well, this walked 4. We know Banksy likes to put in 5. I pushed for the 4.
He saw his own line.
Nice.
He wants bigger jumpies.
He definitely wants bigger jumpies than that. Yeah, coming around to this again, it's just quite, well, as you can see, so churned up, so I just
That's nice.
let him find his own little stride.
Did you like the course?
Flew the Trakehner. I did, but I don't think I'd rush her. I know it's hard because it's close to home, but I've definitely jumped more exciting tracks. Well, it's hard, isn't it? They're trying to run it just around the outside of field, so it is hard.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've done...
Look at his ears.
Oh, I know. But this is where, like, we've been finished already.
Oh, really? It just came
That's
up
a
so
penultimate,
quickly.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, and this is the bit I didn't walk. And I'm like looking at my watch going, oh no, I've got no time to slow down. And then the finish line was here.
So you've almost found your rhythm, and then you're over.
Finished. But thank you, Grill, for the footage. I love it. I have just told myself off because I didn't walk. I realised why. I now didn't know where the finish line was. Can you just keep your hand on that door, please? I didn't walk the final fence or the finish line. And I should be being more disciplined about my timings for when it is important. And I should have learnt that from badminton last year. That actually the seconds do count, and even when you're not in for a placing or there to try and be in the top 5 or top position, you should still try and be accurate, because yeah, the fact that I didn't actually walk to the finish line earlier when we walked the course when I had plenty of time was actually naughty of me. So sorry, Banks, you did mega. And yeah, I am going to slap my own wrists for doing that because it's discipline, and I should have been more accurate with my timings. And if I'd known that after the finish line there was not much room at all between the final fence, it was literally like from here to the stables, whereas normally you'd have at least 9, 10, 11 strides. You're not allowed to trot, fun fact, you do still have to canter, which I do know obviously. But the fact that I landed and the finish line was just there, I was like, okay, I'm way too fast. Well, not way too fast, but I'm not going to be within the 15-second window, so.
Didn't help to change the gap.
Oh yeah, the fact that they changed the time. I'd have been in the time if they hadn't changed the time by 10 seconds. Yeah, true, very true. But hey, they did change the time and they did let me know. Maybe they should make it a 25-second window. Because it's optional then if people want to slow down through the gateway. I did slow down, I did trot, and then I trotted down the hill. Sounds like the person's messing about buying the car as well, which, to be honest with you, I was thinking about my whole way around the course. Anyways, yeah, let's get him sorted. Thank you, Mum. I've enjoyed it nonetheless, and he's been his absolute mega epic self nonetheless. And we had a 29.5 dressage, which was very good, and a pole. So you've kept your sub 30 record running, haven't you, darling? Yeah, let's get him sorted and pray that the car gets paid for.
Over and out?
Yeah, over and
In seventh place, we have Tina Wallace riding Banksy. And in sixth place, we have Tommy Marsden with In fourth place comes Erin Taylor riding Capperson to be sure. In third place is Ella Weeks riding Lee Court Touch of Florida. Second place goes to Cheryl Beer and Langala Alvarado. And our winner is Sophie Sadler with Cheryl's High Flyer. Well done, you prize winners.
No winner? You stand up there.
You stand up in the middle of the podium. We're going to have you guys in front. We're doing a nice podium. If you guys could just step over towards me, yeah? Shuffle to my left, your right.
I'm going to come in the middle.
Look at me and smile, guys. Look at me and smile. Everybody
Well done, everyone. Oh, thank you. That's the wee he's been needing all blimmin' day. I've been telling him, have a wee wee, have a wee wee. And now he's finally having a wee wee. Oh, I love you. You're a clever clogs. He just loves it. Come on then, Curly Locks, let's get you home. Safe and sound, and that's the main thing, isn't it? He doesn't want to go.
No, he doesn't.
He says that scary lorry's gone, it's fine, I can stay here now. Good boy. Come on, go, Nanny.
Take him up.
Yeah? Can she take him up? Can she take him up? Fabulous grooming duties, Mummy, thank you.
And then he comes through pain there.
Yeah. So you unclip that and then put the blue thing on.
Clip that, then put the blue thing on.
Yeah, you can come every time now. As long as you make me walk to the finish line.
Hang on, blue thing.
It's a bit fiddly, yeah. Pull that and then pull that. Keep hold of that and pull that.
Oh, right, at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
It is on and big kisses for a very special boy who was mega. And the car's gone. I've been worrying about that all day, and I think in turn, as much as I'm not disappointed with my riding, it has made me not fully focused on my riding. So I'm glad he was his mega epic self to keep the, what's it Alex always says? If one of you isn't 100%, the other of the partnership needs to raise their game by like 10%, so that he's doing 60, I'm doing 40, and vice versa. So if he was having an off day, I need to be the up one, but I was the one having the off day, and he was the one who was Mr. Consistent and Mr. Fabulous. As the dressage judge well said, fab partnership with lots to like. This makes me giggle. When consistently pushing, soft over back and pushing from behind, you'll gain a little more marks. But I think he is what he is now. Although we will do more dressage over the winter. We're very much enjoying our BD. Well presented test. So yeah, very, very pleased. Pleased with the show jumping, and actually looking at the pictures we just looked, and he's clearing them all by quite much. Even that green one that we knocked, he's the front, he's miles above it, and just caught it with his back leg. So that was me going to, I thought we knocked the first part of the double, and then I remember coming around being like, sort yourself out, ride a bit more forwards. And then yeah, had that green one out, but actually for quite they do a lot of BS here, so apparently they always build their show jumping a bit more bigger and a bit more technical, so for a decent track, I'm really, really pleased with how well we jumped it. And yeah, the cross country just felt a bit weird over the first few fences, and I just saw my friend's mum in the prize giving, and she was like, yeah, he looked really sticky, and I was like, oh, I'm glad you said that, because it felt that way, and I was a bit confused by it, because normally he's tugging my arms off and pulling me straight over the jumps. But I think the ground just confused him. Like I said, the wind is like churned up, but it's not like deep and muddy. It's the wind's dried it out again on top, so it's almost like a bit tacky and a bit sticky on top. And yeah, I think he was just a little bit tentative with where to take off, because he's so careful and got so much self-preservation. And yeah, it did rain. It did rain. What did it rain? It rained literally as I was about to go to the start box. Then they held me, which always gets in your head a bit. They were like, there's been a fall on course, which I didn't realise was a friend. I thought she'd been held on course. But she sadly had a fall and took her bridle with her. So there was a bit of delay on course, literally as we were about to go into the start box. But yeah, he was a very good boy and I'm very, very pleased. And we've got our MER for Bicton, which is what we came for. Wasn't it, darling? He's very, very sleepy now. So I'm going to get him home. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much, Mummy, for coming at last minute. You're welcome. Poor Gareth did have to whiz off for a bit of an emergency, bless him. But yeah, thank you, Gareth, for coming and helping for the first couple of phases. And where's Robbie gone? Robbie's on the phone, but the Porsche has sold. So yeah, I am glad that we've done what we needed to do in regards to getting MER, and we've done what we needed to do. We're saying goodbye to our car. Hey babe, oh that was a poem, MER and car. Ready, darling? Did you enjoy watching me? First time this year. Did you not see any cross country? Oh, he was doing the car, you didn't see. You'll have to watch me at Korea. Yeah, and you were late for my dressage. Wow. Anyway, money's in the bank. That is all that matters. And that is a wrap. Actually, I'll take that in with me, put that in there. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for coming again. Bye. Bye. Robbie, say bye. Bye-bye.
Keep on doing what you do, 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 doing what you like to do.